YouTube survivors, this is Phoenix back with another episode of Minecraft 1.10 on the Seasoned Gamer server. Yes, so, it's been a little bit, I apologize, had some stuff going on in real life and haven't recorded in about a week and a half. A little behind on everything. However, as you can see, the villages, our first village here in the snowy area is really starting to come along. This is Stalker's build right over here. This house here. Actually, he did a really cool roof design I thought was kind of neat. We'll go over here and we'll take a look at it here. Kind of a cool idea. It's a nice little house he's got going on. Over here, I believe, is Spiky. He's not quite done. He's getting close. Up there is ours, but we're not going to go there yet because that's for next episode. But I did get the footprint worked on. This right here is Stalker's chicken farm, as you can hear from all the chickens. Producing a little bit, decent amount of chickens. Looks like we got, I didn't see this before, but looks like we got ourselves a nice little small wheat farm for people to get themselves set up on. Over here, we have MG Rose's house. I'm not entirely sure what all she's doing. Got some good stuff though. Very cool. I love her architecture design here. Actually works really well. Off in that direction, you can just barely see some whiteness there. That is actually relics, I believe. And then this area over here, this castle-looking deal, I'm pretty sure is Slacker, but don't quote me on that because I'm not entirely sure. And then, of course, this here is our current build. Coming soon, Melon and Pumpkins are us. Yes, that is going to be this. This is going to be our Melon and Pumpkin farm. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to obviously going to be setting this all up into our Melon and Pumpkin farm. We went ahead and got the base and everything going up. I borrowed a little bit of packed ice from MG Rose. I think. Let's see, I'm trying to remember how to do this here. It's been a while since I've done one, so bear with me here. We'll just go like that. I think that'll work. Yeah, we don't have a silk touch, unfortunately, but it kind of is what it is. I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to work, but we'll have to figure it out. Okay, so, what we're going to do then is we're going to, let's see, we're going to need some dirt. Okay, so if I remember right how to do this here, each layer, like that, and then, no. It's been a while since I did this, guys, so you have to bear with me here. We're just going to go ahead and do the pumpkins first, I believe. Hold on, let me take these dang torches out of my thing. Okay, so if I remember right, it is a square around the 4 pieces of dirt. That. Okay, and then we're going to need the pistons. Until we got too much crap in our stuff. Okay, so now what we need to do is alright. And then as far as how it's going to be planted, we're going to plant the pumpkins right there. Or, I mean, yeah, the pumpkin seeds right there. And then whenever they lay over here, they're going to hit the deals. Perfect. Okay, so then what we have to do is now we have to go up a level. So, in case you guys are wondering, everything looks a little different. The reason it looks different is because obviously I'm using a texture pack and shaders. The texture pack is Even Time, I believe is what it's called. Um, it, it's alright. It's not the best texture pack I've ever had, but it's really not a bad texture pack, so I can't really complain. Nope, that's the wrong one. It is actually pretty good. And then the shader we're using is this Solidar's Vibrant Shade of Medium. I downloaded the High and Extreme and all, several of them to see, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't see any difference between the High and Extreme and this one, except for the fact that um, hold on for a second. Forgot what I was doing. Except for the simple fact that they use a little more FPS. That was the only difference. So I decided not to use them because I figured, what the heck. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for a minute and I'm gonna get the tower set up here, and I'm gonna try to start working on the next tower um, for the melons. I'm not entirely sure if I have enough clay on me because I had a stack of this and I'm almost done. But I'm going to go and I'm going to get the tower stood up, and then we'll come back and we'll work on the redstone circuit part, because that is the more complicated of the sets of the things to do, obviously. Yeah, I think we're going to do that, and then we'll come back and start getting it worked on. Okay, guys, so yeah, all right, so it's been a couple days. I had some serious issues with redstone. I'm an idiot. I forgot what I was doing. Had to like completely revamp the holding thing. I actually tore the towers down, or at least one tower down twice before I finally got it right. I don't know what my problem is. I apologize for all the chickens too, by the way. So anyways, we are done. So I just want to turn around and show you. Dum da da dum. Yeah. Not quite actually. There's a couple other things I want to do detail wise on the look, but we got the actual structure done and the working redstone. So you can see we come up here. It says pumpkins and melons are us. Yep, come down to the chest. We got pumpkins on this side and melons on this side. You can see it's working pretty well. They all have plants in them. Oh, see, this one's actually right there. So let's go down here. Well, hold on first. So just to kind of show you exactly what we got going on here. As you can see, the way the towers work, there's two redstone lines going up on each tower. Okay, each line that goes up powers both pistons on either side, and all it is your typical up and down redstone pattern. Now, one of the things I screwed up on was this bottom one has to be straight in the middle like this, right? But everyone up here has to be on that side. Don't ask me why. I have not the foggiest freaking clue. But if you put those torches in the middle, it does not work. And look, you just got to see it work. We also put ice underneath the water there. That makes the items flow just a little faster. Not super fast, but a little faster. But as you can see, these redstone lines go all the way up, and that's all they do. Um, just your alternating deal, and the melons are the exact same way. Now down here is where we have all the brains of the operation. So the whole thing is actually ran off of this hopper clock. This is basically E02's hopper clock. You can see I just got about I think I got about 4.5, 5 stacks of cobblestone in there. I'm not entirely sure exactly how much. Well, let's see, 1, almost 2, so there's 2, 3, so just shy of 4 stacks. Well, I can make it 4 right there, boom. I think that's roughly, I want to say 3 minutes, but I could be wrong. But anyways, so describe what we got going on here. We can't have a lot of torches down here, by the way, because there's ice over here, so kind of deal with it, unfortunately. But okay, what this works is, you can see, is what we got here is we got a pulsar. This means that whenever this goes side to side, instead of just being a solid signal and leaving the things on, it just pulses it real quick. and forces it going through. Okay, so there's our pulser. Now we have off of each side, we got the pumpkin side, and what this does here is it inverts the signal so that the pistons stay closed instead of opened. Yeah, and then I had to do the exact same thing over here. Here's another inverter, and as you can see from after the inverters, all it is running into the, there you go, you got to hear it go. So all that is that's running into the tower straight up the line. That's all it is. It's really not that simple. You can make this longer, whatever you want to do. Um, but I mean, this hopper clock is one of the easiest things I've ever dealt with personally. Um, but that's it, guys. I mean, that is the gist of the auto pumpkin and melon farm. It was a lot easier than I expected. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know why those didn't go in there. Sometimes they shoot past that, and that's the ice, unfortunately. Um, it is getting ready to hit night. I'm gonna run up to what's gonna be my house. I have a bed sitting up there so I can sleep away night. Um, this will give you guys a chance to see what we got going on there. I think we got a really prime choice location set up for where we're gonna have our house here. Come on. Sleep, 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 sleep. Bam. Okay. Morning. Alright, and doesn't that look pretty? Okay, so you can see we got a snowman put up here. We're going to be using some snow blocks. I'll give you a little quick thing here. Obviously, you can see some stairs. There's going to be, what will be stairs, so there's going to be a second floor. Back here we have what I was thinking about turning into like a really cool, modern-looking bathroom. And in case you're wondering what's going on, this dirt wall right here is actually going to be water. Okay, now I'll explain what's going to happen here. Okay, it's going to take me some time because I'm going to have to make sure I have plenty of torches and glowstone around. So I was going to build a pool up here in this area right here, and the pool's going to come right up to the edge, and it's gonna go over the edge of the thing, and it's going to drop straight down in a curtain. Okay, and then that curtain is going to come in. It's going to pool right here for like a bathhouse type of feel, and then the water's all going to flow out through here underneath the house, all the way down here. And obviously, I got to straighten all this up a little bit, obviously, but it's going to flow all the way down here into the pond that Stalker already made here. It's going to take me a little work, like I said, because I got to make sure it's all torched and all that stuff. But it's going to look really cool, I think, once it's all done. Nothing, like I said, it's nothing like, oh my god or anything. It's just something I thought was cool, and there we go. So, that is pretty much the gist of what we had to do. I did want to do one thing. I saw Relic. His house over here is looking so cool. I didn't really get a chance to show you guys before because I didn't want to get too close. I didn't think that was going to look as good as it did, but I actually really like the fence right there. So that's Relic's house. You can see he's got some more done. This right here is MG Rose's house. We already talked about that. She did some really cool. I love what she did with the alternating glass windows. That made the windows look extremely cool for the window panes. That was probably one of the neater things she done. Okay, so we need to work on the. We all need to work on the road going up past MG's house because holy crap, poor Relic, man. Alright, so you can see he's got this very modern looking deal. Let's see, if we look here, that's snow, that's what I thought. Okay, so he used a lot of snow and some stone brick. He's got these, let's see, which ones are these? These are oak doors, okay. You can see he's got some cool little rooms. I love his flooring, very cool. Got a couple more little rooms back here. Oh, look at that. That's kind of like a little closet space under the stairs. That's cool. Same thing here. I like how he made the little entryways for everything. Let's go upstairs and see what he's got going on. So he's obviously not finished, but wow. Look at the space. Very, very cool. I like how he's got it open into these rooms so he could do something really cool. Already got his roof started. Some good stuff. I just really, I don't know. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the modern style, I was really impressed with his building style. So I thought I should show you guys that so you can kind of see what's going on. Come back here, maybe we can get a. Oh, tree's right away. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, so that's very cool. Not too bad. I want to take a look at this castle deal over here. I haven't really got a chance to look at this much. Oh, you just heard it fire off right there. Stalker's house is pretty cool. He's got some stuff. He's got some cool stuff done with his. I've actually been hanging out in his until I get my house done. I think this is going to be his horse barn, maybe, or something like that. Got ourselves a cool little bridge that they built across here. Oh, it's kind of cool how they did, like, different colored wood underneath and stuff. That's cool. Okay. So let's go over here. You guys see we got the ice spikes right there. Okay, so we got room after room. Okay, so he's got, wow. So this is like the turreted towers of their deal. Okay. Wow, has he just got room after room? Wow, and they're all connected too. Holy crap. This is Slacker's house. Yep, there's the next turreted tower. So it's like he built the turreted castle deal around his house base, and it's just room after room after room. And you can tell this used to be open to the sky before he finished off the roof. Kind of lost in here, aren't we? Let's go up further and see what he's got going on up here. Okay, that's kind of cool. And I guess this was his temporary house while he was building that. Oh, it's his mine. Ah. Ooh, look at you just storing diamonds. I could take your diamond, Slacker. Very cool, very cool. I'm liking this. I'm really, really liking this. Once I finish up the few little details on there, um, I also obviously need to do my house. It's going to take some time. I'm going to do probably some of that, or most of that off camera. Just because I never know entirely sure. You guys know how I like to build. I never know entirely sure what I'm going to do with a build normally until I actually do it. Let's shiny through it. Ugh, I cannot talk. I just cannot talk at all. Let's show Spiky's house real quick. Haven't seen Spiky on in a few days, but that doesn't mean anything. See what he's got going on in here. Okay, so he's using ladders for decoration, I guess. Looks pretty good from the outside. I'm loving the detail he's put into it. Not too much, but enough to give it some style. I guess this right here was him practicing with towers or something to see what he could come up with. Oh, excuse me, I apologize. And then, of course, we have our build. It's going to take some time, but I think it's going to work out pretty well. This cobblestone is not actually part of the build, guys, just in case you're wondering. That was just me marking out the outside ring of the outside footprint of the house. Yeah. So we got this cave right next to our house here. It doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of ground that's there. I was thinking we could make like a small river or whatever. We could like turn it into, make it look like a spring and let the water flow down through here and connect in with the water that's coming from the pool going into the pond. I don't know. We can look. We'll figure something out. Cool idea. I know that upstairs, one of the things I wanted to do, aside from the pool and all that, was I was wanting to. I mean, obviously, we're going to make our pool and our patio and stuff. And then this area here is going to be covered but open in the sense that, like, there'll be like an open doorway here we can walk in. And then you go underneath like this, and then, you know, you can come down into the house here. Or at least I think that's how I'm going to do it. We'll have to figure it out. See, that's one of those things. I think I know what I want until I actually get in here and start building, and then my brain goes, maybe that's not what I want. So we'll figure out what we're doing. But we are using some snow blocks. We're not using like as much as Relic did, obviously. What I'm thinking of is, if you guys ever seen those old cabin looks where they use the logs and then it's like a whitewash, like adobe type of deal. It's like solid white adobe. I was thinking a little bit of that. And I also got some stone bricks, which in this texture pack look freaking awesome, by the way. Apparently I can't. I love the way they look in this texture pack. Very, very cool. And I'm thinking that if we use that and then like that, I think that'll look really good together with the wood around it. Or at least that's my hope. Alright guys, so I'm thinking that's going to be our episode. Okay, it's not nighttime yet. So, let's see here. Yeah, it does look really cool from a distance. And if you guys notice, mine so far is the tallest. By like 5 blocks, I guarantee it. Anyways, take off our funky looking helmet. So you guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think of the builds so far. Any tips, tricks, tell me to go fuck myself, whatever you guys want to do. Definitely hit that like button if you like what you see. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because that helps you out, helps me out, all that good stuff. Also, make sure that if you haven't already, look down in the description below. All the other seasoned gamers are in there. Give everybody a look. Some of these guys have some really awesome channels and some cool stuff that they've done, as you can see down there. So, I think that's going to be all for us. So you guys know the drill. This is Phoenix. You guys have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I'm out.